Hello and welcome to the Battle of Ecnomus, perhaps the largest naval battle ever in terms of number of people involved. We are doing it at 1/5 scale just to keep it doable. So we have 1/5 of the total ships that were present in the battle. There's still a lot, which is insane. Alright, we're getting started, so I'm going to hop down to the... Alright, where's Hamilcar? You left or right wing? Left wing.
I am the right wing.
Wait, don't tell me that. You're left wing. Oh no, that's Hannaboat. You're right. Alright, you are right wing. Give me 1 second. This battle will be done by sharing screens instead of screenshots. So this is your boat on the far right of the Carthaginian formation. As you look to the north, you can see the crescent shape with the reserves and the 5 ships just to your rear. You can barely make out Hannaboat's ship there on the far side and Hanno's in the middle. And the Romans in front of you, you can see that formation is mostly a line, it looks like. That's what you see. So what are your orders?
Okay, what's the estimated distance, as in both sides going full speed? How long will it take for contact?
Let me stop sharing and answer your question. Um, if you're both going at full speed, about 3 to 4 turns you should reach each other.
Okay, then I want the... I don't quite know where my command ends and where Hanno's begins, so I'm a little
Me neither.
just guesstimating that. I want to have the leftmost ships still under my command going at full speed, and then essentially
Now remember,
no, actually,
you can only give 2-word orders.
yeah, right. Uh, then I'll just use the order all advance, and then do I also have 2 words to do I have 2 words to do the dispatch?
Yeah, so type that in your channel.
Yeah.
Alright. And how, well, okay, we'll go with that. Thank you. Alright, Hano. Give me a second.
Hello, I'm in voice 3 now, I think.
Yep. Alright, so this is your ship at the center of the crescent and the formation. To the right, you can see Hamilcar section, the reserves in the rear. To your north on the left is...
These are all biremes, right?
I think they're... I don't know. I forget.
Or the lighter
I
class
think
of
I think they're
ships?
triremes. I forget.
Oh, okay.
But here's, you can see the
Triremes are the
Romans.
big blue ships.
Romans are ahead of you, as you can see.
So from here, what can I make out of their formation? Is it like one big line, or is it something more complex like us?
You can see what you can see.
Okay. Do I go forward? It's a question. So, okay, I'll hold my position right here. Nothing to
You and
flag
the
signal.
ships under your command.
Yeah, me and my ships, we're just gonna hold position here.
Okay, got it. Thank you. Oh, why did it do that? second. All right. There you go. Nice view.
Beautiful ship.
So your ship's at the far end of the Carthaginian formation, so you can see the crescent down to your south, along with some dice floating on in the distance. You got the 5 ships behind you, and then the line and reserve, and up ahead you can see the Roman formation.
I'm the left. Do you know how many? I wasn't supposed to be the left. This is correct for today, but I don't actually know how many ships I am commanding. You know how many ships are under my command?
No one on your team does, so you pick.
Okay, I have everything from the center of the inverted crescent to the left. So
Oh,
whatever's at the back there, all the way here to the left wing, and I guess the 5 behind me. I'll take those 2.
okay. Including the reserve, or just the... Never mind. All right. So what's your 2-word order?
Oh, sorry, it froze. Formation, advance.
All right.
What? How fast am I going?
Roughly 8 knots.
Great. Okay. Perfect. Then that is my order.
Okay. How many ships do you think's under your command in the front line?
Approximately speaking, the reserve had wait. The reserve had, I think, I'd say roughly 75. So 75 on each wing, and then you'd have oh, actually no, not 75, 100. So 100 per wing, and then you'd have another 150 with a center and reserve, like that.
Okay.
Alright, let's see here. 3 grid space for the Romans. So, 1, 2, 3. He wants to go full speed. So hold on, let me just grab all of this stuff. Here? No, wait, that's a bit further. Right here. With this. Same for Mutum. Here. The orders were pretty simple, you know. The flag for Barbasius was move up, full speed, and for Mutum it was follow me, full speed.
There you go.
So we're getting good. And for Camillus it was hold. So here we are. So yeah, this is it. That's it.
Oh, and the guy in the back's holding? That
Yep.
one? Oh, okay. Alright, we can do our next turn. I changed my mind. I told them to do it in their channels, but if they're communicating with each other, just have them, they can do it in their planning channel. Just once per turn.
Right.
So let them know.
Got it.
Alright. I'm going to go ahead and...
I'll tell them that in the... I'll tell them that to each of them.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and... I changed my mind. You can do your 2-word dispatch to each other in their planning channel.
Okay.
So you can type follow plan in there. All right.
I'll just put dispatch over it so nobody gets.
All right. Share my screen. So your ship and the other ships within your command begin to row
Sally forth.
and advance. It looks like a few of the ships in the center near Hano are not moving, and the reserve's not moving, but you can see the left wing advancing as well. The front Roman line is rowing towards you at top speed, as you can see, and quickly approaching.
Yes. That seems about right.
What are your orders?
Another 2 to 3 turns till contact, right?
Mm-hmm.
Continue advance.
All right, got it. Let's see. You can. I changed my mind. You can, for communication with each other, you can just type your 2 words in the planning channel.
Sure, no problem. I was just trolling the room.
Makes my life easy. All right. So your wing is advancing as ordered. You can see the right wing advancing as well. It looks like the center is not, and the reserve line is not. You can see the Romans also rowing at top speed directly for you.
Right. About how long is a turn? I guess I don't really need a time. I need if I move at 8 knots and the Romans move at 8 knots, would I predict contact in the next turn?
Not next turn, but the turn after.
Okay.
2 to 3 turns.
Okay, then maintain heading.
All right, got it.
Thank you.
All right, Hano. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Share my screen. All right, the left and right wing, excuse me, I've started rowing and are advancing. So you can see Hannaboat's taken all that under his command, and Hamilcar has taken that. So you've got these ships, which are left to you, as well as the reserve, have not moved, awaiting your command. The Roman ships you can
They
see.
dropped their sails and they're moving forward.
Who did? The Romans, you can see,
okay.
are rowing towards you.
Yeah, drop my sails and row forwards as well. Do we have any ranged units?
No. And you don't really drop
Okay.
sails in this battle. It's all rowing. That way you can maintain control of where your ship goes.
Okay.
But
Let's just go full speed ahead then.
Move forward. Okay, got it. Thank you. Let's see.
Right, and then you stream. So, James said that you guys can now use the planning channel to send messages to each other. Of course, it's 2 words, once per turn, I think. So choose your words wisely. Either
Are they
case,
getting closer?
Yep, you're getting closer. You're advancing. There are a lot of Carthaginian ships in the horizon. They're getting bigger. On your right, it seems Barbacius is following in pace with you, and your line is trying to keep up at full speed. In the back over there, that's Camillus, who is holding the position. Ignore the dice in the distance; they're not real.
It's a figure.
And there you go. What'll be your orders?
First, I'm gonna send out 2 words.
Alright.
God. Okay, so. Keep on going ahead.
Keep on going ahead.
Yep, keep on going ahead. Balls out, ready to go. Ready to
Understood.
board.
Already the board.
Yep, get ready to board. We are not ramming. Wait, no.
2 words, 2 words. 2 words.
Yeah, no, this for my ship. For my ship, we're telling them to get ready to board.
Ready to board?
For the other ship, brace, ram.
Brace ram. Okay. Okay, we could do something, yeah.
Either there's 2 ways they could take this. Either they're gonna brace for a ramming attack, or they're gonna get ready to ram. Either way, it works.
Alright. Well, we'll see to it that's done. Oh, my fuck. Yeah, none of the Discord bugs. So we'll see you soon. Oh boy. They really are going to play on their strengths, I think. The Corvus is going to see a lot of use this map.
Yeah, it should. Are they? Is this unit still not moving?
Yep, they're still holding position.
Alright, that's fine. That's strange, but okay.
Alright, so as he said, all of these guys are on RAM, except himself. He's on board.
Sure.
In the case of this field, I need to put their stuff here. Barbacius wants to... It's prepare boarding. He told all these ships to prepare boarding, and here it's going to be a lot of ramming.
Okay. Well, they're just
Except this one.
They're just moving towards each other this round anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, soon it's going to be boarding time, I think. If they meet around here, I think it's when it happens. Alright, I think we can keep going.
Okay, yep. I'm gonna go back down.
Alright.
Alright. The 2 sides are rapidly approaching each other. You can see individual Roman soldiers atop their decks now.
Has the Roman backline moved at all up until now?
It has not. So now that you're closer, you can see the front lines rowing rapidly towards you. The back line over there has not. They're holding still. As you look back behind you, of course, your own ships are rowing forward, and you can see Hano in the center, and the second reserve line also moving up. The left wings keeping pace with you guys, and that's how it looks.
Okay. I'll give orders. Essentially, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slow my own ship down somewhat,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna give the orders left overtake. That's just to myself to essentially, invert the angle of our line.
I'm not sure what you mean by that.
The line that the Red Wing is currently forming.
So, what are the orders to your ship, and what's the orders to your command?
To my command, or actually, let's go with invert angle, and then my ship itself will slow down enough for the left wing of my command to kind of overtake it.
Okay, so your right slowing down, your left is speeding up to reverse
Yes.
the angle you're at. Okay,
Yes.
got it. All right, thank you. All right, Hannabout.
Hello.
Let me share my screen. All right, you and the Romans are rapidly approaching each other. They're close enough now that you can see the individual soldiers on deck in front of you. As you look down the line, you can see basically Roman formation's one long line, and then there's a group of ships way over there that aren't moving from what you can see.
Plan is going to work. For the plan to work, I have to die.
Okay. As far as your own formation, so the right wing's keeping pace with you. Hano in the center is advancing as well now, including the reserve line. So basically it's all moving forward.
Okay. My orders are shear oars.
Okay. Got it.
Very pretty map.
Thank you. Alright. I think we lost Chinleaf. He dropped out, but I'm assuming
no.
he's just going to go forward, so we'll go with that.
All right.
Oh, we are here. Almost here. You're almost in range to board. Oops, my camera bugged. Yeah, there we go. Almost there. There they are. The entire Carthaginian ship, baby. The line is keeping up with you. They all got your orders. Cameras are starting to move. I assume the orders haven't changed. Your men are your other boats are ready to ram while you're ready to board.
Yep.
All right.
I changed the order at the last second while in ramming speed to tell them, board them.
All right. So we're all boarding, I see. Board them. All right. Well, let's see how that goes. See you soon. God, please. Let's see here. Almost there. 3 around here. Oh my God, there's just a bit away. Just a bit away. This is happening. This is a boarding, isn't it?
So he's going for shearing. Have they been moved already, the Roman ships?
Yeah, they have been moved. They've been moved.
Okay, so
they're all still on boarding. Let me just make sure because he did flag. Launch boarding. Yep.
Okay, so they're gonna attempt to shear. So let me get my shearing dice. Let's see.
I'm gonna go back to see the shearing rules. If a ship moves adjacent to a ship passing it but not landing, it can shear.
All right. So they're attempting to shear, which failed, and then they're attempting to board, but they're not doing that at an angle. So They can't even board from that angle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show this ship kind of passed and missed, and then so tell them, let them know that oh, they want to board, right?
Yep.
Okay.
These ones on the board. They're boarding.
I was thinking ramming. So the Carthaginians are, well, at least the lead boat slipped by, and it couldn't be pinned down because they tried to shear him. So we'll just do that.
All right.
So boarding. So no boarding action at least for this turn, but contact made.
But I think it's gonna happen soon. Yeah. So since they're on the boarding order, I guess I have to move the ships in a way that they can be able to board next turn.
Well,
if they say
to board, both ships need to not be moving, so they're about to get jumbled into each other. Whether they try to ram or just pull up adjacent to them, it's fine. I think the Carthaginians are going to try shearing more, while they're going to try. If they want to ram, they need to come at an angle to it, like head on. No one's going to ram anyone, but
yeah, I get that. I get that.
So we'll see. If it's just boarding, then once they get all jumbled up, they can start boarding. But while the Carthaginians are moving full speed and there's some gaps between them, they're going to try, I think, shearing. So we'll just see. But that's it for this turn.
All right.
Back down we go.
Well, it hasn't happened yet, but hopefully it happens this time.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go.
All right. All right, Hamilcar. So your ship has slowed basically to a stop, almost to a stop, to allow the left of your command to catch up. You're almost in a line now. They're maybe slightly behind. The Romans are still advancing, I think, at full speed, and the 5 ships behind you in reserve are also kind of more lined up now. You can see it looks like at the far end, Hannahboat's made first contact. It's hard to tell what's going on over there, and I don't think these Romans have moved at all yet. I can't tell.
Okay. I'm assuming that we are now within contact range for the next turn.
Yeah, I think even if they don't move, if you row full speed, I think you're going to hit them.
Yeah, then the orders this turn will be all sheer.
Okay, got it.
And I think that's about all I can do.
Okay, thank you. Hello, you got your connection back?
Hello.
Share my screen. So I just assumed you'd keep moving forward, so that's what I did for you last turn. So basically the whole formation is moving forward to the right. It looks like Hamilcar, on the far right, he's kind of slowed, and then the rest of his formation is moving up to kind of form a more straight line. You still kind of got the crescent shape amongst your ships, and then the reserve line, and then on the left, Hannahboat. It's kind of hard to tell, but it looks like he may have made contact with the Roman line already.
Okay.
What are your orders?
If I say full speed forward, would I reach the Roman ships by that point?
No, it'll be another 2 or 3 turns.
Okay. Full speed forward then.
Got it. Thank you. Why is it so slow? Alright. Ignore the dice. They don't exist.
No dice. They don't exist.
Alright. So, your ship has the honor of being the first to reach the Roman line. You attempt to shear the oars of one of the ships, and but they manage to pull the oars in time, and so you pass by not harming them, them not harming you. The rest of your fleet's still coming up behind you, not having made contact quite yet. But you can see, you kind of got a good view of the Roman line now in the rear of it, and the rest of your fleet over there.
Okay, I'm trying. I know what I want to do, and I'm trying to dilute it down to 2 words.
Well, so if it's
Still
your
it-
if it's
still
your
it.
own ship, you can give me as many orders as you want. Yeah, but if it's the rest of the fleet, let me know what you want.
Okay, so for the rest of the fleet, I'm gonna order sheer through, and hope they get the idea
Okay.
of trying to move through. For my own ship, I'm gonna turn like 45 degrees to my right and just try and stay in formation with any ships that are successful in breaking through.
Okay, 45 degrees right. Okay, got it. Thank you.
And I'm gonna hurl like really horrible, vile insults at the Romans to either side of me, like unrepeatable stuff.
Okay.
All right. Here are the last orders. I already moved Camillus. In the case of Barbasius, he said to board attack.
Okay.
So I haven't moved his ships just yet, but I think it's kind of like the moving at angles to get the boarding going.
Yeah. So let's see. This is a big decision because so the Carthaginians all want to shear, and the Romans all want to board.
These Romans, yes. In the case over here, it's going to be a bit different over here. But for now, we're doing this.
Yeah. So I think I'm trying to think about the fairest way to do it. Because what are the odds of? Oops. Do these all need to move forward 3?
Yes, they need to move forward. That's why I placed this token over
There
here.
you
That's
go.
because that's the distance for the
Perfect.
lead.
And then on the bottom side, do they need to move forward as well? Or are they holding
These ones?
over here? This one.
Oh, okay. So his order was a bit different. So basically, what he did is said retract whores.
Retract oars. Okay, so they're sitting there. Okay, so that's
They're kind of
interesting.
letting the momentum carry them, basically.
And I moved. Did I move them already?
You have not moved them already.
I think I must have. No, I didn't. If it did that, no, did I?
So I'm unsure if retracting whores actually helps carry the momentum forward, but
No, I mean they'd slow pretty quickly. But
got
then,
it.
but then there wouldn't be oars to shear. So I'm just trying to remember if they're that far. But he slowed. Yeah, it'd be like that. Okay. So the Romans stopped. They're like starting to pass near them, and they would see that their oars are pulled out. So now we just need to roll for these ones over here. I think we'll do it 50-50. So we're going to say every other ship is going to attempt to shear, then the other ones are going to board. So we'll start with, that's not a shear, that's not, wow, a lot of misses. That's a miss. That's a miss. Wow. That's a miss.
Uh-huh. Okay, it's a lot of threes right here.
Why I keep
Oh my
rolling 3? These dice are
Okay, there we
cursed.
go.
That doesn't. It's
No.
gotta be a 1 or 2 to share. There's 1 shear. Okay. So we'll say this one got sheared.
So this one here?
Yeah. And
All right.
then half of them will be boarded. So now we need our boarding rules. So the way it works is we just roll 2 dice, and whichever is higher wins. But the Romans get +2.
Correct.
So I should.
So green is Roman and blue is
Yeah, let me change the color. Roman
Carthaginian.
will be red. Carthaginian will be white.
purple. Was there white? Yeah.
So, and they get +2,
here.
so that's a 5. So that's a successful boarding. So let's do something visual so we can keep it straight. So if they're boarded, we'll just do the surrendered token. So that's that one, and then we'll do one more.
This one?
So that's a tie, so nothing yet. Let's show them kind of on top of each other. Actually, we'll say that one was the shear attempt. That one's the boarding. We'll say boarding for that. And then we'll say that one's boarding. So failed.
Not board.
Romans failed on that one. And this one, the shear passed by. So if we do every other one, we'll say that's a shear, that's a shear, that's a shear. And this is boarding, boarding, boarding. So we'll roll.
So there's 2 ships on this one.
Yeah, we'll say. So Romans won that one.
So that one's gone.
And then in this one, we'll say it's 2-1. So the
Romans win that one.
That one. And then last one. The Romans lost that one.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's
it for that side.
That's it. And then that side, there's nothing, no contact made quite yet.
You already moved everything here, right?
Let me change the ramming color to something. Yeah, I did all the movement, so they're almost in contact, but not quite, because the Romans stopped moving. All right, next turn.
So just saying, the reason these guys stopped is because they saw the whores coming back in.
No, I think the Carthaginians I moved as fast as I could. I think that's as far as they'd go.
Oh, okay, so they can't shear.
Yeah, there's nothing to shear anyway, so I'll let them know. But yeah, because the Romans basically stopped, that's just where they're at right now.
Perfect. All right. Let's go.
Let's go. All right. So as you approach and are now very close to the Roman line, you can see that all the ships in front of you have pulled in their oars. I think they suspect that you're going to be attempt to shear them. So basically, they're not moving at the moment. They're just kind of drifting in the water in front of you. So that's just where you're at the moment. And what you can see.
Okay. Orders will be hold, attack, and can I somehow give orders to my reserve as well, or is it that
Going
too much?
If you want it to do specific to reserve, that would be your only orders for the turn to them.
Got
So hold attack.
No, it's nothing specific. Because I'm more talking something like standing orders, which they would have gotten the day before the battle, than like orders for
Well,
what to do
yeah,
right now.
what would their standing orders have been?
Those standing orders would be for the reserve on my flank to essentially just protect the extreme right flank of my right flank,
Okay,
mostly against envelopment.
got it. Okay.
So yeah, just orders are hold attack.
And your own ship is basically going to stop moving and wait.
Yeah, we're gonna be backing water at a distance at which, roughly speaking, full speed can be attained before we reach them, if at all possible.
Wait, say that again. Say, what is your ship doing? I didn't understand that.
Backing water, so yeah, essentially staying where it is at a distance at which full speed can still be, like, you can speed up to full speed
Oh, okay.
by the time you get to them.
Okay, got it. Thank you. All right.
Good.
Lots of action on your end. Oh, why did I do that? I had the camera set and then I undid it for some dumb reason. Okay. Alright, so your own ship starts kind of slows and turns it to a 45-degree angle. Behind you, the nice pretty formations quickly lose coherence. So some of your ships make it through the Roman formation. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like... Oh no, one of them managed to shear a Roman ship, but all the rest were not so lucky. The Romans have managed to get alongside some of your ships and are attempting boarding actions. The one nearest to you here, actually, you can see the Carthaginian crew has managed to defeat and capture the Romans. But besides that, I think the Romans have the upper hand, although it's a bit difficult to tell from here. Some of your ships are still, the ones that were in your back line, they're still moving up a little bit.
Hey. How do I do this in 2 words? I'm just going to talk out loud for a second, and I know these aren't my orders. I want the guys who are pushing through to turn about and go back at the enemy rear. So I'm going to say attack closest.
Okay.
And that's it.
Alright, got it. Thank you. Welcome back.
Yeah, I keep disconnecting.
That's alright. Alright, so your ships continue to advance. You can see you're getting close to the Roman line. You'll probably reach it in the next, well, it depends if the Romans keep coming, but 1 to 2 turns. On the left, you can see Hannibal is heavily engaged, and his ships are now interspersed amongst the Roman line. On the right, the Romans have stopped moving, and it looks like they've pulled in their oars to avoid being sheared. And the Hamilcar is still advancing towards them, but not quite made contact. Your own ships have been sailing or rowing forward.
Okay. Yeah. Continue going forwards. Tell my rightmost ship to
Two-word orders.
go.
2-word orders.
What?
You only get 2 words.
So only 2 orders. I can give only 2 orders.
2 words of orders.
Oh, 2 words.
It's basically a flag signal.
Go forwards
Okay, got it.
and shear.
Nope, that's forwards.
Uh,
But you're not in shearing range anyway, so we can just go with go forwards, and you can add that.
okay, just go forward.
Okay.
They seem to be mostly still accelerating.
Alright. Last orders, board them. And they're still
Board
going
them.
pretty fast, right?
Kind of, yeah.
Uh. Hmm. Yeah, I'll just say board them and then have my ship turn into the Carthaginians' path to stop them and allow us to board them.
Alright.
Also, Greaves, you're in charge. I gotta go.
Okay.
I'll see you around, fellas. Good day.
Alright. Greaves, it seems you've been put in charge. Did you see the image? Or do you want me to put it back again?
Yeah, sorry. We'll continue with what he ordered to do for this turn. I'll
Got it.
new orders next turn.
No, that's fine. I think we can. I think this can work. Probably. All right.
So let's start down here. What's the this group doing? Are they still sitting there?
Which one?
Muter?
This one is on. Still on board them. He did say that he wanted to turn his ship to kind of stop the Roman and then board them. Stop the Carthaginian and board them. For his ship.
Just his ship? What about the rest of them?
They're still on board them, so I assume they advance towards the board.
Okay. So their orders were to stop and kind of wait. So now they're gonna board. So I guess it's just a whole bunch of boarding.
Oh yeah. Well, I guess that actually works out, huh?
Yeah, it worked out for the Romans. And then he wanted to turn and board?
Yeah. He wanted to turn and board, basically, yeah.
Alright, well, we'll do that then. These guys had orders to protect the flank, so...
Oops, sorry.
Okay. Well, do you want to start at the bottom and roll dice for all the boarding actions, and I'll do the top half?
What about these guys? Do I get to move them?
Oh yeah, go ahead and move them. Sorry.
Yeah. So I'm gonna move them here. Can you make it? You can. Huh? Oh shit. Go here. Oh god. Okay. Going. Can you make that? Yes, you can. It's mine's like a 9 degree, but I'm gonna move them around. Here. All right. let's start rolling. I'm gonna start from the left and then on to the right. So these guys has 2, so I'm gonna clone it. I can't clone. Oh, I can't clone dice.
You should be able to. Oh, let me promote you. Forgot to do that.
Yes, please. Alright. Clone dice. So let's see. There's 2 of them here. Okay, so this one is inconclusive. Next one. Boarding successful, so I need the copy is surrendered. Gonna take one here. Okay. That's Anuklar. We got it's 2 Carthaginian versus 1, I think. 1, 2. 2 Carthaginian versus 1. Alright, let's see it. Holy shit. What happens in the case that one ship beats 2 ships?
Then they win.
Alright, nice. So, I don't know if that's the CIC's, the Anno cars right here, but there you go. Okay, that's a 1v1. This one loses. Moon versus 1 ship, 1v1. Ah, he gets it. Two. Loses. One. A lot of boarding actions.
Yep.
Go. The strength of the Corvus. That one's a loss for the Romans. Oops, that was wrong. Go. Inconclusive. And the last one, Roman wins. I think that's it.
Alright.
Which one was... Is this the ship of Almacar or was this ship?
This one.
Whoops. Oh, Almacar just got captured.
Alright. Is that the one where the one Roman ship took on two?
Yes, actually.
These Romans are too good.
Strong core versus.
Alright, I'll go give the news. Hello.
Hello.
Oops. Alright. It's quite a busy last few minutes. So your own ships stop and start to row backwards, and the Romans throw out their oars and quickly advance, and basically charge into your line and attempt boarding actions all along the way. Your reserve is moving on to your right to protect your flank. But there's bad news as the Romans drop their corvus onto your own ship, and your soldiers on there, brave though they fight, are quickly overrun and surrender. You yourself are captured.
Wait, so which ship boarded me?
This red one here.
So they had the range to do that from there, okay. Yeah. That makes sense.
You can see this Roman reserve also moving up on the right.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm assuming that there's not gonna be any more orders from me.
Yeah, so if you'd like to take I don't want you to just sit out the rest of the game, so if you want to be your subordinate on a different ship, we can move you over there.
Yeah, because then I'd move myself over to any particular one ship that's still alive in the reserve, yeah.
Yeah, we'll say you're commanding from that ship now. So what are your orders?
My orders would be to essentially head between the captured admiral's vessel and the other guy, and attempt to shear the rudders on shear the oars on the second vessel that was also next to the admiral ship, the one to the right of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Thank you. All right, Hannaboat. Stop doing that. Okay. So your ship and about half your fleet. I don't know why it's so high. I want to go down. There you go. All right, your ship and about half your fleet has made it through the Roman fleet and is now behind them. The Romans are busy attacking the ships that didn't make it, and hard to tell from here, but it looks like they're mostly winning. But now you and half your fleet are in the rear and coming about, turning around to the south to I guess attack from the rear, whatever you order. To the far south, you can see the Roman whatever fleet over here is moving to the west, and it's really hard to tell, but there is fighting along the line here as well, or contact made at least between the Romans and your right wing. What are your orders? You there?
Can you hear me?
And now I can.
Oh, stupid thing. The Romans that are moving, quote, to the west, those guys far away from me, I'm north of them.
Yes.
Okay, so to the west is not towards me. My orders, can I include punctuation? Like, is a comma a thing?
I don't know.
I'm going to say right space ram,
Okay.
hoping that they will simply turn to the right and ram whatever looks pretty.
Got it. All right. Same for your own boat?
Oh yeah.
Okay, thank you. Okay. All right, your ships are almost in range for battle with the Romans. There's kind of a gap in the center, actually. So you can see a bunch of them engaged with Hanniboat's fleet to your left, and to your right, Hamilcar is getting engaged. But there's a nice little gap here in the center for you that you could kind of engage the flank of either side. You can see the Roman second line is moving on your far right.
You're not streaming.
Oops. Let me do that again because I forgot to go live. All right, so here's the left. Hanniboat's fleet heavily engaged. On the right, Hamilcar is also engaged, and there's that gap in the middle I was referring to, where you could kind of go either way or down the middle or whatever you want. The Roman second line over there is moving westward. And of course your reserve is there and behind you.
Okay. So they're all heavily engaged. Do I know which ones are Roman and which ones are Carthaginian?
The Carthaginians have the white flags, the Romans have the red flags.
Okay. Hard to starboard.
Okay. Got it. Let's see. I gotta remember which direction starboard. To the right.
All right. Let's see here.
So I'll
All right. I'll give you the double on the right side here. Barbacius wants to ram this ship that captured one of his friends. And meanwhile, on this side, he wanted to have the left side ram.
So for those that engaged in boarding action last turn, I would just leave them connected and unable to move this turn, kind of like mop it up, and then the following turn they can move on.
Alright, so one turn of cooldown for anything.
Yep. Now for those that didn't have a conclusion, you can roll again and see what comes of it.
Yep. He did say that the left side that's free, because I think he assumed that the left side was free. He wants them to ram anything that's on they'll go past and ram. So,
I think this one could attempt ramming that one.
yep, perfect. Let me see how ramming rules work again.
So grab,
Ramming. Ships can ram at the end of move for ship front touches another ship's side.
so just
Which in
grab
this case, yeah,
grab a ramming dice, roll it, and 3.
3.
So hold, sinks in 1 turn. So this one
This one.
will sink in a turn.
Alright.
So
This one.
I don't think that was more head on, so I don't think it'll ram. It'll be boarding.
Yeah, sure.
So why don't you do your bottom half again, and I'll do the upper half.
Oh, he wanted to go for a ram here too.
Where at?
Barbacius wanted to take his ship to ram and decided right here.
Okay, got it. Failed.
Failure. Alright, I'm gonna go roll for the final boardings around here. So we have this one's routed. This one can't. This one right here. Ooh, failure. Can't move, can't move, can't move. Oh, wow. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. So 1v1. One. Oops, that's the wrong place. Yeah. 1v1. I guess this is a 1v3.
Yeah. However many ships are connected, just roll that many dice.
Oh boy. Holy shit. Yep, you won.
I guess if it was a ramming attempt, we'll hold off.
And this one became a boarding. Let's see here. Success. Alright, left side's done.
Okay, my side's done. Interesting. Go ahead and move the dice off to the side.
Yes.
You can just delete them. I got them saved to the top. All right, let's go give the update.
Indeed. Let's go.
Oh shoot. Hold on.
Hello.
Hello, let me do. Share my screen. Alright, so you, Hamilcar 2.0,
Have I made a habit of losing ships?
well, this time you go through the gauntlet and you do manage to shear the oars on this Roman ship. You and one other ship managed to get through a small gap. As you look behind you, you can see battles raging aboard the decks of all the ships. In some cases, the Romans are being defeated, but in a lot of cases, it's your own Carthaginians who are being overrun. As you look to the north, it's just a big
Melee.
chaotic melee. You can see your reserve line coming up, and as you look dead ahead of you, you can see the Roman reserves are turning and facing towards you and approaching you.
Okay. How many turns before they reach us at full speed at our current position?
If you don't move, it'll take them 2 turns to reach you, I think.
Okay.
Do I control any ships?
You advise Hamilcar on what to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Essentially,
Just shear them.
I'm kind of thinking about how we can make ourselves the biggest nuisance possible right now.
Oh, you can see them coming at you.
I think the best thing would. I think the best thing would be try to shear as many as we possibly can.
Yeah.
Because that would be better than just trying to do a full-on ram.
The thing is with that, I agree. I just do wonder how we're gonna go about it precisely.
Alright, I need a 2-word order.
Okay, head straight, essentially. I mean, technically it's not a 2-word order because it's on my own ship.
Yeah, if it's your own ship, you can give me more.
Yeah, so essentially shoot for the gap between the 2 enemy reinforcement pieces that they have, and then try to shear the leftmost ship of the right amalgamation of boats. Or something like that.
Okay, thank you. What on earth?
That should make us plenty annoying.
Hey,
Marcus.
Park Mobile, did
Oh, yeah.
did we lose a bunch of ships? There should be a whole bunch
Yeah.
around here, and there's nothing.
We might have. Yeah, you're right. Do you want to maybe use a rewind?
Yeah, we're gonna have to, because I can't recreate that.
Yeah, you do it.
I'll rewind 30, we'll see if that's enough. Nope, hold on.
Try to rewind maybe like a minute.
There you go.
There you go. So dice in the way. Maybe I deleted it by accident.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but let me make sure. Okay, I think the combat resolution's done. All right, we're good. We'll go from there.
All right.
We just got to move these guys again.
Yeah.
All right.
Hello.
Hello. Share my screen. All right. So you and the ships closest to you turn right. You weave through the gap. The ones on your right actually move in to ram the Roman flank. It looks like the ramming has failed, and now they are fighting on the decks of each other, and I think, at least it looks like your Carthaginian soldiers are failing for the most part. Your reserve line is advancing and coming close. And then on the left, you can see the Romans attempting boarding actions with their corvuses. You can also see that Hannibote's part of his fleet has gotten into the rear of the Roman line, and they've turned around and are now ramming or moving up on the rear of the Romans. So the Roman line's kind of in between Hannibote and your reserve to the north. And then to the south, you can see the Roman second line. They've kind of turned, so now they're rowing to the northwest. Kind of in your direction, but what are your orders?
Who controls the left again, our left flank?
Hannibote. You can see him, or you can see his flagship is there, the one I'm highlighting.
Okay. Ram. Okay. How do I say this in 2 words? Ram the right.
Okay, got it. Okay. This is an interesting game. Alright, so those ships that had gotten into the Roman rear have turned around and are now ramming into the Roman ships. A lot of the ones that were sheared, there were like 2 or 3 that were sheared, and so those were sitting ducks, and so those were the first ones to be hit. Some of the ramming attempts failed, but you witnessed for yourself at least 2 Roman ships. One is cut in half and sinks immediately. Another one is holed and is slowly sinking. So at least a few of the ramming attempts were successful. The rest of your ships are still just rowing to try and catch up with Roman ships. A lot of them have, after defeating the soldiers on your own ships, have moved on and look like they're moving on to face the second reserve line. So it's a bit chaotic.
Excellent.
Far to the south, it looks like the Roman second lines kind of turn northwest, so moving a little bit more towards the center. And there's probably fighting going on down that way, but it's hard to tell what's going on.
But who knows, right?
Who knows?
Okay.
You can see. Sorry,
go
one
ahead.
last thing. You can see Hanno's flagship is here highlighted. So he's at least broken through the middle, it looks like, and is in the rear with you.
That's a giant pile of someone else's problem and/or opportunity.
Okay.
My orders, because I don't think orders are going to be what wins this, are going to be opportunity targets.
Okay. Got it.
Okay. I am going to be AFK for like 6 minutes. If I miss a turn, my next orders are opportunity targets.
Got it.
I do not expect to miss the next turn.
No, I think you'll be fine. Alright. Let me move the Carthaginians and then we'll... Wait, where did the Carthaginian ships go that were right here? There were like 4 of them.
On these ships?
No, that couldn't have been them.
God damn it.
Did you delete some?
I don't think so, but you might as well put more ships there.
You must have.
So basically on this side, he wanted to say on the right side that had just gotten free, they ought to go for sheer. And he's with the left side, these guys.
Mm-hmm.
And they're kind of like, the goal was to come on the side, but I think maybe on my image the boats weren't there, so...
That's alright. So you
pretty
can
much the same.
I think, so these Carthaginians would try for shearing and then probably get boarded if they fail. And if they're going for shearing, I think both sides would, so you could maybe kind of show them crossing each other and then just roll for shearing across the way. And then here they're going for ramming.
Oh, these guys, I think these guys just got into boarding.
Yeah, so
Okay, yeah,
they're gonna attempt to ram.
sure. So it's a ram. Here he's going for a boarding.
Got it.
So I'm gonna do the boarding right here since that's easy to get on.
Well, let me do it. I'll remember. I got this upper end. You do all the southern
All
end.
right.
So these
I'll do the left.
ones. So all these ones here are gonna do, I guess, the shearing action, and then I'll look
Yeah.
at
Okay. So shearing is. Okay. So here they're shearing each other is what I'm hearing. Yeah.
It's basically up to you now. You're like each individual captain. You can decide.
I'm the big boy, huh? All right. Well, I'm gonna go for boarding. Because I remember he said hammer and handle on the left side, and he said shoot on the right side. So I'm gonna go for boarding here. See what happens. Oh, nice. So it's 1 here. Inconclusive. Captured. Uh, 2v1. Doesn't matter. Okay, now we go for the shearing. Zoom. 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 I'm not sure what to do with these ships here. What's going on with these guys here?
So those ones are reserve at the moment. Yeah, this guy'd probably try ramming him. I don't know. They're all defeated, so we got all the ramming, a whole bunch of ramming here. Don't forget that. But I guess they'd just be coming in to join the fight now.
Alright. I'm just gonna get on with the shearing first. So let's see. Okay. So let's see. Wow, I think they shoot each other. Huh, interesting. These guys have sheared each other. Here we have shear versus shear. Ah. Shear. Go back. This one is 2v2. Everybody misses. 1v1. Oops. That's a miss anyway. This is a boarding. Did you do this boarding yet?
I'm about to.
Right. I finished on my side, please. Oh wait, no, there's the ramming I gotta do. Let's see here. All right. Here.
Yeah.
Oh, one dice.
Probably another hour.
Ships can ram each other at the end. One, the enemy ship is whole, but it suck. Okay. So 4. Failure. Failure. 2. Oh, okay. For sunk, it's gonna be the black hexagon, right?
If it's immediately sunk, you can just delete it. If it's a one turn to sink, you can put the black one on it.
Deleted. And then the last one.
Oh, okay.
Miss. Alright.
Okay, good. Thanks. Alright, so they're all done now?
Was this a ram?
Yeah, that's a ram.
Yeah. Yep. Bye-bye. Yep, that's it.
Alright. Next update. Oh, I need to move this again. So this guy, let's see, he was going for this guy. I guess he made it out. And
this one's dead.
He'll make it out. There's a few. He'll make it out. The ones that have that got sheared, after they spend a turn not moving, and then they can move at half speed afterwards.
This one actually can move. This guy can actually move because he got sheared like 2 turns ago or 1 turn ago.
Yeah, so he could like pull back and start to look and move around or something.
Yeah, it was kind of hard of cohesion. Anyway, yeah, we should be good.
Okay, I'll go down.
Let's go.
Alright, Hamilcar.
Hello.
So you are barreling straight towards the second Roman fleet with Gusto. You're followed by one of your ships, and then you can see, looks like roughly 3 other ships have made it through the massive chaos of the fight behind you, relatively unscathed. So they're kind of following your lead after you. There's a whole bunch of derelict ships around here, or the crew's slaughtered or not really moving at this moment. There are a few Roman ships still operating to the rear, and then way to the north, there's something going on, but you can't tell from here. But you can see the Romans are rowing towards you, and you're about in position to where you can try and attempt to shear the oars off of this ship.
Okay. Yeah. Orders are to turn right and instead aim for the second line ship, essentially.
That one?
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Unless the one in
That
front of
one.
it turns straight for us, in that case we'll just cheer that one and then the other one.
Alright. Any orders for you, those still under your command?
The ones in the back head left. I mean, we're not saving the one right behind us, but maybe
Okay.
that one can make some.
Got it.
What should we do with the other ship that broke through?
Yeah.
Alright, Tano. Let's see. Here we go. So your ships turn right and run into the sides of the Roman ships. It looks like most of the ramming attempts have failed. I think maybe one of them succeeded in sinking a ship, but most did not.
It failed?
Yeah. Your own ship has not engaged yet. You weren't able to get in, but you can see... let's see, what's that? That's a Carthaginian ship that's made it through the melee. You can see a lot of Roman ships dead ahead, which their crews have been defeated. The ships are kind of just drifting. If you look to your rear, a lot of fighting going on. The second line's starting to get engaged. And you can see that Hannibal has kind of turned around, and he's also attacking into the rear of the Roman line.
So in front of me, the Roman ships have basically lost a couple of battles, and the ramming is successful, right?
The ramming nearest you, for the most part, was not successful.
So the side rammings weren't successful.
Yep.
Okay. The rammings that weren't successful, order them to board the enemy ships and try to take them out from there.
Two-word orders.
My ship will. My ship is going to ram them.
Alright, ram and board. Got it.
Okay.
Alright, Hannibal.
Here.
I can't even describe the battle in a coherent way anymore.
Do it, but use only 2 words.
Yeah, I can only use 2 words. So your fleet has turned around, and your ships are looking for targets of opportunity as ordered. You can see several more rammings, some successful, some not. The reserve line is getting engaged, and at least distracting the Romans while you're coming up on their rear. It's kind of hard to tell if you're winning or not up here. Although the Romans, for the most part, don't appear to be attempting ramming at all. They just are trying to get up beside all your boats and board, which they're usually successful once they do. So, yep.
Okay. Got what I want to do. Reducing to 2 words. I signal speedy attacks.
Okay.
And for my own ship, what that means is attack something without slowing down enough to board it. So ram it or shear it at your discretion, Captain.
Got it.
Thank you.
Thank you. his orders are.
That was initially captured. The Roman
Yeah.
ship, up there. Can I free the? Can I free the crew and have them join me and fight?
James.
Not. Hello.
What? So basically, Barbacius wants to, because this ship, the one that he just captured the one over here.
Yeah.
He wants to have that crew freed so he can help it capture the ship that's trying to ram him and failed.
They're more cut down than prisoners.
Oh, then that's fine.
Okay,
Then
so
I'll
you're
board
just
that ship.
so just board this ship that tried to ram you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Got it. All right. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right.
Marcus. Hold on, I'm just trying to find your token.
Did you issue any two-word orders to the rest of your fleet?
Not really. I just said fight because I feel like it's too chaotic for me to issue any overarching orders.
Gotcha.
So they just do whatever they have to.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Do you hear me, Greaves? Oh, I think his mic cut out again. Alright, and he's back.
Hello.
Yep, mic works. Alright. So, let's see. On your left side, it seems most of your ships have been successful in boarding attempts at boarding the second reserve line. On your right side, however, it seems you've managed to shear each other between this ship right here and yourself. And on your right side, there was a lot of shearing attempts, mostly successful on your side. What are your orders?
So I'm basically immobile, correct?
Correct.
Right. Where's the nearest friendly Roman ship?
It would be on your left.
Right. Is there any way I can get to it, or?
You could flag. You have flags to communicate.
The ships on the left are going to keep doing their thing. They're going to keep flanking up, rolling up the Carthaginians. The Carthaginians that have been sheared, they are. I would like. Pardon?
They're also immobile.
Yeah. To ensure that they don't go onto any of the spare ships lying around, two of the ships on the left are to move over, and they're going to ram and sink the two sheared Carthaginians just to confirm things. I'm going to move. I'm going to have the ship to my closest left. They're going to come over, and I'm going to board onto them, and then I will keep going down further along the line in the rear of the Carthaginians. The two ships that aren't the rest of the ships that aren't going to ram the sheared Carthaginians, they're going to follow me, and we're basically going to roll up the Carthaginian flank. Any Carthaginian ships that have been sheared are to be rammed. This is an order for the entire line, and any ships that are left over or anything like that, they're gonna they're gonna board or ram any Carthaginian ships.
Two-word orders.
Yeah, the two-word orders.
Right. Yeah. Essentially, transfer ship, I guess.
Alright, got it. Alright, so
I'm just gonna let you basically do the whole southern end. Here he wanted to try and shear this ship here, so you can roll for that, and then try and get by them. So I guess determine how successful.
there's a lot of ramming, boarding, a lot of stuff going on here. He stopped his own ship. I get what's happening.
Yep.
Here I guess I could just tell you, he flagged this ship, and he said, "Pick me up," and he's like, "Yep." These guys just finished their boarding, so they're back in action. I need to finish this.
Well, you can handle all that down there. I think I have what I need. So,
Yep,
move
I got it.
So move both the Romans and the Carthaginians down there. I already moved the north.
Yep, I got it.
So we're good.
Let's see, the shearing. This one, what? To shear this guy. So let's see if you get the shear. 5. That is not a shear.
Oh wow.
Nope, no shearing. Alright. And it's a lot of boarding. Let's see how good it goes. 2, 3. Let's see here. So you're gonna shoot this guy. Miss on the shear. Miss on the shear. Alright. I'm gonna go for boarding though. Board. This is 2v1. And that's it for that. That one was inconclusive, so I can finish it. Finished. So I gotta go for a ram.
Did you roll for the sharing attempt down here, or they just?
Yes, there was a miss, and these guys went for the board.
Okay.
For this, I'm mostly gonna say they're gonna do this. Try to regroup with him.
Just to keep it interesting, I'm gonna say Hamilcar got by, but failed the sharing. That way, he has something to do.
I'm gonna leave right. This I'm not sure what goes on here.
Well,
The ramming last turn, so it's a boarding now, right?
Yeah, I'd say so.
All right. Where's my dice?
At least on this one,
So-
we had 2-1 for Rome, for Carthage against Rome.
All right. So 2. My cloning. Clone. There you go. 2v1. Red wins.
Yeah. I think the +2 is a little bit strong. From now on, let's do +1
+1.
for the
All right.
Corvus.
Even with the +1. This is a 2v1. Oh, jeez. Even with the middle combat nerf of the Corvus. Actually, I'm not sure what these ships are doing.
So they would be. I guess they'd be turning south to face these guys. Let me just turn them for now.
Alright. Facing here. Did you do the right side already?
Yeah. I'm done.
Yep. Alright, well, this is it.
Alrighty.
Okay. Yeah, let's go.
Alright, Hamilcar. So you go sailing by in the midst of the Roman fleet. They managed to pull in their oars in time, and so you miss them. So now you're kind of back towards the rear of it. The ship that was just behind you is not so lucky. They get pinned from multiple sides and quickly boarded. The rest of the Roman secondary fleet is rowing past you now. And back to the rear. Of course, there's a lot of fighting going on. It's hard to tell what's going on back there.
Yeah. Okay. Turn the ship around.
Should we try a ram?
Wait, is there a ship right left of us? Exactly left of. Oh, those are still there. Okay. Turn the ship
Should we
around.
try a ram?
Yeah, I mean at this point we're behind them, so there's no problem with it, I guess. Yeah, turn the ship around and engage any one ship which looks like a good target by ramming their stern.
Alright, got it. Thank you. Alright, Tano. So your ship plunges in and joins in the fight with the rest of your ships against the Romans, attempting to overwhelm them. Unfortunately, the Romans prove very effective, and your own ship's crew is soon overrun, and you are forced to surrender.
Oh, so I'm dead then.
Well, I don't know if the Romans want to kill you or.
Well, there's only one thing I can do, and I can't return to Carthage. Shove a sword through my chest.
Okay. Got it. Alright, Hannaboat, where are you?
Awake.
Alright, so your boat's still not engaged. It's kind of hard to find a target now. But just to your right is who's this over here? You can see a Roman general. Who is it? Barbecuous. He one of your ships. So one ship tried to ram them and failed, and the Romans boarded them. And then another ship tried to ram them and failed. So they're just constantly battling. But you're rowing right next to them at the moment. You got some ships following you. As before, you can see several different ramming attempts. Quite a few successful ones. Further south, you see several where your own ships manage to hold the Roman ships but get stuck, and both are slowly sinking down. Further south, it's just hard to make out what's going on down there.
That's someone else's problem.
Someone else's problem. But in general, you've got, it's kind of hard to tell, but you've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, those are derelict. 6, 7, 8 maybe ships still. It looks like the Roman fleet, those that are still good, are they've gotten past your reserve line and are now kind of turning around to come back at you. So what are your orders?
So, I have a question first. There's a ship to my right behind me that's friendly. Not the one engaged, that guy.
Yeah.
Can I yell at him with 5 words?
Sure.
Okay. So my signal to the fleet is opportunity targets. Whatever they want to do with that is fine. My own ship, I'm going to order the Roman commander there, Barbecuus. He's boarding the ship that rammed him.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to board his ship while he's on Carthaginian ship, and I want to tell the ship behind me, board with me.
Got it. All right.
Go fight a duel with Barbecuus.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
Less and less ships going about. Let's see here. So we are going to take this and take it to 3 here. From over there. Right. These guys are free. This guy's free. What's been happening? So guys are gonna engage. Right. Oh my dice.
You can take them from up here.
Here we go. One boarding. Huh. Inconsequential.
So Hano killed himself after he was captured. Well, I'll let you finish the bottom battle, then we'll talk.
Yeah. This one here. Oh, there we go. The Corvus is starting to fail now. Am I missing anything here? I think that's pretty much it.
So the Romans have, I mean, there's still a few Carthaginian ships, but they're mostly one in the south, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Camillus said that he was basically gonna try to catch Amilcar.
Okay. What do you think about calling it here as a Roman victory?
I think we can call it here as a Roman victory. Pretty much, on this side, it's pretty much over.
Yeah.
Marcus now is about to, like, fall in the back lines of all these ships, and even though he just lost 2 ships, I think that he has enough to make up for it. Over here, Camillus is pretty much ready to just go capture Amilcar with like 4 more ships here that are just these guys made available, and these guys are still moving up to reinforce Barbicus. Eventually, they'll make it probably. Barbicus, unfortunately, is fucking dead. It's a bit late, but you know, he fought violently in his boarding attempts, being boarded by 5 ships.
Yeah, it took a lot. Alright, let's go.
But even then, yeah.
We'll bring everyone to the lobby and then talk about it.
Yep.
Let's see. Alright, welcome everyone. Oh, sorry. Welcome everyone. Alright. Well, thanks everyone, first of all, for playing, and this is a little bit different from your average Kriegsspiel fare, so hopefully you enjoyed it despite its differences. So before I share my screen and give an overview, let's ask the CICs. Hano, How do you think you did? Or how do you think it's going? Chinleaf.
Not good.
He's muted. Okay. Switching to the Romans. I forget who the CIC was, if there was one. I don't know. I guess I'll ask Camillus how you think it's going.
Definitely in our favor. That's for sure. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with that assessment.
Alright, so let me share my screen.
I got myself baited like an idiot.
So, the battle kind of turned into two halves. So initially the Carthaginians were in a crescent formation with a little bit of reinforcements on the ends, and then a second kind of a thin reserve line. The Romans had one long line that was straight, and then a reserve group on the far left, kind of in the rear. And as they both advanced, the first turn Hanno didn't move, so the crescent kind of lost its formation with the wings moving in. But then they were all moving forward. I'd draw it, but I can't draw in the water. On the Roman side, the front line moved up, and I think Camillus spent, I don't know, 2 or 3 turns not moving. I guess just letting them move up. And then the fighting started, and so basically the Carthaginians, at least initially, were trying to shear the whole time, while the Romans were trying to board, which is a little bit difficult rules-wise, because I hadn't thought about, what if one side's trying to shear while the other's boarding, how to adjudicate that. But we came up with something. But basically with the Roman corvus and superior infantry, in most cases where they had boarding actions, they were winning. And you can see that down here in the south. All the whites are ship crews that were defeated or surrendered. So a lot of Carthaginians in the south. I think Hamilcar alluded to the Romans had pulled in their oars so they couldn't be sheared, and they'd stopped, and then the Carthaginians stopped and were kind of waiting, and then the Romans advanced and caught the Carthaginians by surprise, so they got their boarding action early on, which kind of spelled defeat. And then you were outnumbered anyway in the south. That's where the Romans' second line was, so it wasn't a good situation anyway. So in the south, pretty much, there's still a few ships free. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-ish.
I'm still out there.
You're still out there. So but they're outnumbered by the Romans. So I think in the south they would lose. And Hanno just he got captured and killed himself. So your CIC is lost and morale plummets. And the north.
Hanno wasn't the CIC though.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Anyway, one of your generals died. In the north, Hannibal did better. So about half his fleet managed to get through the Roman line. Now, most of the shearing attempts were not successful. There's only like 1 or 2 or 3 in the north that worked. So about half his fleet got through the line and into the rear. The other half were caught up and boarded. And in most of those cases, they didn't do well. But then Hamilboat was able to turn around and then start doing a lot of ramming, which proved pretty successful. So a little bit different of a tell. So at the moment, Hannibal outnumbers the Romans here. There's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Roman ships left, and Hannibal has maybe almost double that. The last turn ended with him and 3 other ship crews charging in on Barbacuus and fighting him, and with the overwhelming numbers capturing or defeating him. So Barbacuus he rammed a ship or boarded a ship, and then has been fighting for half an hour after ship tries to ram him and fails, and then he boards them, and so he did quite well, but got overwhelmed in the end. So I think in the end, I think So Hannibal would have to fight these Romans, and then by the time he finally was able to turn around and assist in the south,
Going home.
it'd be too
We're
late.
not assisting
Yeah, you'd
ourselves.
you'd
We're
probably
going
run
back to
away.
Africa.
So I think the Romans would succeed here as they did historically. I'm not super happy with my rules. If I did this again, I'd tweak them because some things didn't go how I thought they should.
Yeah.
But overall, I think I am happy with how fast they are because this was a lot of ships. I appreciate Park Mobile's helping me resolve because it's a lot to do. So I'm happy with the speed. Not the results need tweaking, the odds of different things. I don't know if I'll ever run an Ancients naval battle again, but if I do, I would tweak it. But I appreciate everyone bearing with me. I will turn the time over to Park Mobile to share his 2 cents, and then we'll let all the players share their experience.
Right. So I was here for umpiring and Park Mobile. I was here mostly umpiring for the Roman side, and it was pretty fun. I liked very much how each side played on their strength. So Carthaginian boats were faster by I don't know how many knots they were faster, but basically if I had to go in grids, the Carthaginian ships could move 4 grids, whilst Roman ships could move 3 grids. So that 1 grid difference might have helped a bit. It was too bad that the shearing from the Carthaginians wasn't as strong as we probably expected it. But turns out that on the Roman side, the corvus and the superior infantry was very useful to them. As when they boarded, it was pretty much now is a foregone conclusion, but they have a high chance of just taking out ships 1-2 or 2-on-1 and still winning. So yeah, I liked how every ship played onto their strength, and everybody had an idea of what they were doing, and it was pretty good. It seems that the plan of the Romans was to have the first line kind of like just go in forwards and try to probably ram and board, and have the bit where Camillus was to kind of follow on the corner of the left line and just try to clean up from the side as they encountered the Carthaginian ships. It mostly worked, and it was a pretty effective strategy. Whilst versus that, as James said, the Carthaginian probably went for kind of a crescent, kind of like to have the first line shear everything, and second line perhaps go for rams or boardings, probably rams, and it was pretty cool.
All right, thank you.
That's it.
We'll just go down the line then. Hamilcar.
Yeah, I got myself turned into a fool early on because I saw they've put in their oars, and I'm terrible at judging like turn length in naval, so I assumed if they were just gonna charge me, I'd probably know that before I am boarded and died. I did die once, I got reincarnated. So yeah, I kind of blundered that early. I think our plan wasn't all that terrible a match when compared to the Romans. It's just that our ships didn't really, they weren't really up to the task, it seems, which is a little shame, but yeah, it happens. Maybe if I'd followed through with just sailing past the Romans entirely when they decided to stop, that might have got me somewhere, but I think in the end it probably would have been, if at all, a Pyrrhic victory. If at all. Because we know the Romans are really good at rebuilding their fleets.
All right. Hannibal.
I love naval games, so I will play anything on the water if it increases the likelihood of playing another game on the water. I thought this was really cool because this is not a period I've ever wargamed in really any format. And I really like the strange communication rules when they get put in, like when we had the code book for Battle of the Chesapeake and the 2-word limitations on our dispatches. I think I'm going back to Africa as a hero because I've got, like a Roman tribune and captured stuff and still have a fleet. So I'm going to look great, and there's not going to be anybody else to argue with my account of the events, which will make it everyone else's fault. But all kidding aside, I had a really good time. I thought Titan had a really good plan, and I think I concur with him. This might be completely historically accurate, but I felt like if I boarded the Roman ships, I was fairly confident I would lose, like even before any combat started. So my plan was to try shearing and then ramming from the sides and rear. But the shearing just didn't seem to do anything, which could be right. I don't know. But it felt like I didn't have a tool in my toolbox. And if I just fought the Romans in a straight up fight, I was going to get smacked around.
All right.
GG. I had a great time. Please more boat.
Got it. Thank you. All right. Hanno.
I think if I talk, my entire team is gonna jump me, so it's better to stay silent.
Okay. Lucius Camillus.
Yeah, no, I was just assigned as the flank commander, and I was on mop-up duty. Our ship's not having as much speed kind of screwed us because I sent like my ships to go to reinforce our right flank earlier on, but as you can see, they didn't go anywhere. They were just like wading in the water. So yeah, if we had the speed, it would have been a much different, but it's still our win either way, so I'm happy with that.
All right. Lucius Barbecuous. You there, Book?
So I'm on mute.
Yeah, I'm here.
Anything to share?
Huh? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. It's my turn.
It is your turn.
Right.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Yeah. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a very unique game, and I didn't notice any kind of irregularities or slow turns from the rules, so I thought that turned out fine. And I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a very unique game, and I thought that the limited communication we had of only being able to send 2 words a turn made for some interesting inter-team communication, trying to figure out what the rest of my group was saying. So I really enjoyed it, and thank you, James.
I'll have to go back and read your communications to see what you guys said to each other. All right, Nuriel Krigland came in a little bit later as a 2IC. I don't know if you've played any of my games before. Sorry you couldn't have a primary spot and get your own ships, but how was your experience?
This was the first one, but I really liked it.
Okay. Well, the games are all listed in the game schedule, so if you see any that you want to join, they're usually always this time on Thursdays or Friday, I guess, if you're in England or further east. But same time of the week. And you're the last one, so I'll end it here. You're welcome to hang out and keep talking. I'm going to end the recording, and thanks everyone. Have a good night and a good morning.